Hi everyone. Okay, I'm Elizabeth. I'm from Dearest Jesus. So actually this photo is from our Alpha, our group leading Alpha. I think we had about 5-6-ish guests here and there. It was our second time doing Alpha. Actually how we ended up doing it was that we were choosing between Alpha or the Book of John. So it was either following church because they were trying to do a workplace Alpha or do our own book study on John. One comment that someone said, I think especially in light of our first time doing Alpha, because it was during COVID, there wasn't, it kind of got cut halfway. So everyone moves online. So we also kind of lost track of our guests from there. And in the first round, there wasn't a lot of questions. So our experience with our first Alpha was like, actually very easy there. Like, no one asking questions, just play the video and then respond to whatever the questions in the video ask. One person commented, you sure Alpha easy or not? Then from that statement, we were like, okay, I think let's give Alpha another try. So we kind of went in thinking, okay maybe it might be easy, maybe not, just see how it goes. And I think our group, really benefited from it, and it really grew our faith.
Hi, my name is Michelle and I'm from Rainbow of Joy, ROJ. My group is consisting of 14 members at peak. We're celebrating our 11 years together. This picture, it is really about our first mission trip overseas to Kuala Lumpur. I think God really purposefully put us together to understand about what we can do, the different gifts that we can offer. So the very first picture is really about the men in the group building the campfire. They spent hours under the hot sun to sort it out. And at the end, as you can see, at the end of the night, the campfire was lit with a fire from the tree down. The fire traveled down. So really, this is our first baptism of fire, I would have to say. As you can imagine, 11 years later, my teenage daughter is now a young adult. My son, who's 4 at that time, and you can see the campfire is here. You know, we've planted the seeds of what they need to do, right? In terms of, their faith. And so with that, I'm really grateful for this small group and to be able to serve together.
Hello, my name is Hannah. I came from Homemakers, and my small group, I think about 21 members. Our small group actually here, we joined the Wesley outreach ministry that brings the foreign domestic workers from shelter to church every 2 months. So these women are actually currently waiting for a new job, and actually they're going through a lot of hard times. So that's why we need a lot of care for them and encouraging. This photo was taken 2 weeks ago at our home outreach at Wesley Plaza Hall. So I was here with our small group 2 weeks ago, and we joined light exercise and dancing. It was very fun and everyone was just enjoying themselves. And after that, we sat together, had a meal together with them, and we talked. Some of the girls open up themselves and share what they're going through. Before ended, I normally ask them if anyone wants prayer, and most of them say yes, they want. I remember one lady particularly. She was desperately looking for a job here in Singapore. So I prayed with her. And after that, at our next meeting, she showed up again and came and shared with me that she found a job. And not only that, her salary also almost double that she used to have. And that moment really touched me, because God is so good. Because even those people who do not know Him yet, His mercy reached them.
We've grown quite a bit in terms of understanding how to be hospitable to newcomers. I think essentially you forget that there are people that actually, wow, what do these words even mean? What is justification? What is salvation? Or what is sin? So I think actually going back to the basics for our group really helped our spiritual walk and humbled us in a sense that it was like, wow, actually a lot of things about the foundations of the Christian faith that we have forgotten. And I think that made us grow stronger in that sense, that we were a lot more conscious about it, on how to welcome all these newcomers and make them feel a bit more included. That somehow even in that process, there was unity in really trying to spread the gospel through that manner.
we definitely would need to be accountable for one another. We help one another, we inspire each other, and we also need to reflect as a group. And so when we embark on serving the community in our various ways and in planning for, let's say, for example, the mission trips that we take, we do need to put ourselves aside. It is about the small group. It is about the people that we are serving in the community. Everyone, obviously, we all have different thinking or approach, but like I said, at the end of the day, it is about God. It's about serving Him and about just putting ourselves out there. Yeah, so in that way, I do think that helps us bond. Really.
Serving together has brought our small group a lot closer for this when we serve together in this home outreach ministry. Listen to people's story, we grow a lot closer to each other, and we encourage each other, we laugh together, and we just enjoy the life and ministry as a team. Our small group actually has people from different nationalities, so it's also easier for us to relate to the foreign domestic workers. Yeah. It reminds me of what Jesus said, that the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. I'm just grateful that that our small group be part of this. Yeah.
I think something I hope for is that every small group member, be it leader or member, they go there to give. Even if they don't know the Bible that well, there's a lot of things that people can do just by their presence and their prayers and their words of encouragement. My small group member, he likes to use this verse from Hebrews 10:25, but I think it's quite apt to read 23-25. So it reads, "Let us hold fast to the confession of our hope without wavering, for he who promised is faithful. And let us consider how to stir up one another to love and good works, not neglecting to meet together as in the habit of some, but encouraging each one another, and all the more as you see the day drawing near." So that's a verse that is a great reminder to me that encouraging one another through small group is something that is really very important. Yeah.
To me, Wesley is a very big church. You can become anonymous. By joining the small group, it's like reaching out and having me known as a Wesleyan member. I think that was very, very important. It actually forms our identity. It is a community. And they always said, right, that it takes a community to raise a child. And truly, I do believe that our faith can only strengthen through being a part of a small group. We grow in our faith. We are accountable to one another. We are being cared for in everyone's life. Even as a Christian, life is not always easy and rosy. We use that time to pray for one another and to just inspire one another, right? So to me, my wish for Wesley in the next 40 years in the small group ministry, that we continue to grow, that in this big Wesleyan church, right, every single member joins the small group, and that everyone is known, cared for, and grow in our Christian faith.
My hope for SGM40 is to keep growing in love, to reach out for more people here in Singapore and beyond. And I pray that we continue to keep raising strong, joyful disciples that carry God's presence in their daily life. And I hope also that we keep continue loving the least, the lost, and the last, like what Jesus did.
Happy 40th SGM!